Props to Charles Leclerc for an epic final stint. One stopping wasn't even on the cards necessarily. And props to Scuderia Ferrari for effecting the pole sitting strategy in real time. They were brilliant this race around the Monza circuit at their home Grand Prix, no less. The Tifosi are losing their minds, and that's good news for all concerned. Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz Jr. in his swan song of a season. Frederic Vasseur finally delivering on the promise that was his team principalhood at Scuderia Ferrari, delivering now the upgrades that means that that car, the bouncing has gone away, or as near as makes no difference, and that car is quick enough in the hands of Charles Leclerc to get him 25 points. Props to him. I love hearing Charles Leclerc show emotion in the car, crying he was. Props to him. It's been a journey. Props. However, the true story here is McLaren's inability to get this over the line. For the avoidance of the doubt, table setting time, they are in a dual championship here, constructors and drivers now. At the start of this race weekend, the gap between Messrs Norris and Verstappen, 70 points. Red Bull, chaos, implosion per Nostradamus, aka Jos Verstappen, is happening in real time. All of the key personnel are leaving for the avoidance of doubt. We had Wheatley, we've had Fallows, we've had Marshall, and of course the goatiest aerodynamic mind to have ever F1'd in Adrian Newey. Pierre Vacher et al. Said that they would be good, that they've been operating as a technical and mechanical aerodynamic team for the longest time independent of Adrian Newey, that he didn't even pick up a pen. He didn't design a part on the RB20. That's why they said it is more than coincidence then that Adrian Newey has left and that car has gone to pot. On the Sky F1 broadcast, they talked about Adrian Newey's ability. It's not just in his ability to nail design philosophy. It's his ability to step back, see the F1 woods for the F1 trees, blue sky thinking, troubleshoot for the type of issues that they have as at the 1st of the 9th, 2024. The balance of that Red Bull car is daft, and I only say all of that to say this. Red Bull are desperately trying to give the ball to McLaren, the boys and girls over at the papaya coloured team. So why? Non-rhetorical question. Why are McLaren doing their best to give the ball back to Red Bull in the hands of Max Verstappen as far as this driver championship? This makes no sense, because this race they had the opportunity to gain themselves an extra 3 points if variance matters. Variance, what are you talking about, Cameron? The delta in the driver's standing, of course, between Max Verstappen in first place and Lando Norris in second. This second place for Oscar Jack Piastri was nothing but a confidence boost. It mattered not in the grand scheme of things. I say this to Zach Brown and Andrea Stella, the Pep Guardiola of F1, therefore. What are we doing here? Genuine question, non-rhetorical one. Are we in for championships? Is that what we're playing for? Because this isn't F1. This thing that they call F1 isn't motorsport checkers, ladies and gents. It's chess. Ergo, Andrea Stella and Zach Brown, put your big boy shorts on and make some bloody decisions. That 18 points for Oscar Jack Piastri matters not. Second place, yeah, it's a nice photo up. But what are we operating here? A racing team in Formula One or an altruistic philanthropic venture? Genuine question, because that's how Zach Brown and Andrea Stella are moving. Lest we forget, at Hungary, they already gave up 7 points because they want to be true and fair and balanced and operate in this united colours of Benetton world where everything's fair and it's all racing, equal opportunities at each and every, and that's fine, perfect. But in a race for the drivers championship, sometimes when you want to make a drivers championship omelette, you've got to break some eggs. Zach Brown, I thought you were a gangster. I thought you were a business mind as well as a racer, truly. I find out today on the back of the Italian Grand Prix that it's something different. You've sold me wolf tickets, chap. You are a snake oil salesman. You are so keen not to demotivate Oscar Jack Piastri that you will sacrifice the chances of Lando Norris winning himself a drivers' championship and beating, therefore, Maximilian Verstappen at the altar of equal opportunities. What are we doing here? Is this snowflake F1 that we're watching today? As brilliant as the story, and I do want to revel, I understand that I'm bearing the lead. I want to revel with all the Charles Fossey and the Tifosi in all the glory of Charles's victory, and it was epic. It breaks my heart, therefore, that I am angry at the missed opportunity, the second one in the course of a couple of races that McLaren have yet again given to Max Verstappen and Red Bull. What are we doing here? It's a perfect opportunity. The window of opportunity, one of the oldest story in F1 is that the windows of opportunity in F1 are fleeting. They open and close like that. Sometimes you don't even know they were. You only need to go and ask Fernando Alonso in 2005, 2006. Who knew that 06 was going to be his final championship, his whole bloody career? Not long having vanquished Michael Schumacher, the original Reagan Meister, Red Baron's settings, having sent him off into retirement, didn't come back again. Made some bad decisions, drove some really, really bad cars, took the money over the purity and essence of the sport. And you can do that. Please see Danny Rick as your exhibit B. Sometimes that just happens. But I say all of that yet again to say this. Lando Norris, you are young. This is your formative phase. You're still making mistakes. Can't even get off the start. Again, yet again. Didn't defend to Oscar Jack going into the second chicane. Again. This is standard fare for Lando, but there is a bigger issue at play here. What is that issue? It is that Lando and McLaren keep missing opportunities. It is there right within your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Brown, Andreas Stella. Take it then. Grow a pair, show some teeth, ladies and gents. Papaya coloured team, you have the quickest car. Don't let this opportunity fade away. Why? Because you may not ever get another one. Getting the quickest car on the grid is half the bloody battle. You are halfway up the mountaintop, ladies and gentlemen, at McLaren. You are nearly there. Get the attitude commensurate to win yourself a championship then. To do that, sometimes you've got to break some eggs. Grow a pair then, Andreas Stella, Zach Brown. Surely follow through. There is no time like the present. Don't leave it till next year to make some serious decisions. Yes, Oscar Jack is not going to be happy. He wants to be a first order priority, but for the avoidance of doubt, the truth sayers, anybody with half an F1 mind will tell you that as at the first of the 9th, 2024, he is not. The priority needs to be Lando Norris. Why? Because he's the one who has the best chances, the highest probability of taking home some silverware in the year that is 2024. Genuine question, Andreas Stella, Zach Brown, boys and girls at the Papaya coloured team. You have yourself a race and potentially championship winning car. A championship winning opportunity. What then are you doing with it? Switch, surely, as at today, the Monza Grand Prix, the Italian Grand Prix even at the Monza circuit. Switch then Oscar Jack Piastri and Lando Norris. Effect team orders now, lest you wish to lose yourself yet another opportunity. An opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, that they may never get back in Formula One. What are we doing here?